Buying a gift for someone can be tough. It's especially difficult when you don't know much about the hobby they're interested in. I'm going to give you non-arcade fans some tips on what to buy your arcade-loving friend or family member for Christmas in this video. A lot of this is going to be decoration related, since it is so difficult to buy items for someone into the hobby. It's also stuff that I think a lot of arcade fans won't think to buy for themselves. I know I haven't decorated my arcade much. Let's start with some low-priced items. These are around $10 each. Here's a Mortal Kombat 10 sign. The cool thing about this is it's actually a real promotional image they used in the 90s to send to arcade owners to entice them to buy their machines. I have one of these in my home arcade, and I've seen it at commercial arcades as decorations too. There's also a paperboy version of the sign if your gift recipient is a fan of that game. This is one item I don't have, but I've seen others enjoy. This is an arcade button style light switch. You can turn your lights off and on by pressing the buttons instead of using a light switch. If your arcade lover has full-size arcade machines, they probably don't have one of these. It's an arcade button wrench. This is the thing you didn't know you needed until you have it. It makes tightening down arcade buttons an absolute breeze. These aren't really arcade related, but we don't want people putting drinks on our games, and we also don't want sweaty drinks ruining tables nearby. So get them these old school Nintendo game cartridge coasters. You can also get them this awesome remote-controlled party light for their arcade. I actually have a couple of these and they really liven up the place. Speaking of lights, these arcade signs are budget-friendly, priced between $20 and $50, and quickly shipped from Amazon Prime. These aren't real neon, instead they're LED signs that have a neon look and really look great in an arcade. Oh, and I also found this pretty cool Back to the Future time and date replica from the DeLorean. It's not really arcade related, but I thought it looked cool and I'll probably buy one myself, so I added it to the list. As I'm making this video, I'm realizing how difficult it really is to buy for arcade fans, but I came up with a few items that are around my personal arcade that make my life much easier. First off is going to be these Casa smart plugs. Turning on your giant full-size arcade machines can be really tough if you need to reach the power switches. I put all my machines on these smart plugs so I can easily turn them off and on with my phone. You can even use smart assistants like Alexa or Siri with these plugs. Just note, if you want to use Siri, you'll need to buy the HomeKit enabled version. I've linked to both versions below in the description. There's also the option of buying stools. Long game sessions can get tiring if you're standing the whole time. A cool arcade themed stool can really help, and it looks really good next to the games. I know what you're thinking. These are all too cheap. I'm looking to spend some serious cash on my arcade fan. Well, look no further than these real neon signs. Yes, they're from eBay, but fear not. I've purchased one of these myself and I'm very satisfied. The seller has tons of options to decorate the home arcade and packs their items very carefully. I plan on ordering more soon. If your arcade fan likes lights, check out this LED light bar. I have one in my arcade and really enjoy it. It reacts to music or sound and can be set to display one of many light patterns automatically. It's on sale at the time of recording this. I may actually order another one myself. Maybe your arcade fan doesn't have a lot of room for arcade cabinets. Believe me, I get it. I had to build an entire room in my backyard just to house my machines. But don't worry, you can still get them these small scale but highly detailed and playable arcade cabinets from Numbskull and New Wave Toys. Okay, I hear you, these aren't expensive enough, you want to go nuts. Why don't you get them a 3/4 scale arcade cabinet for their house? These arcade one-up machines can be delivered right to their door from Amazon. I actually recommend this option since they weigh around 100 pounds each, and I don't think they're going to be able to take them home on their carry-on if they're flying back. I've linked to a few of them below. I actually have a few of them myself. Just so you know, these aren't necessarily going to please the commercial arcade fans, the one who have like the real 80s and 90s machines. However, they will please the fan who is just wanting some kind of arcade in their house, something that feels and kind of looks like an arcade. These are a great option. They're not going to upset the wives in most cases, and in some cases you can actually play online with other people on the cabinet. I really hope this helps those looking for arcade gift ideas. I've never made a video like this, but if it seems to be useful, I'll make another one next year. And if you want to let me know it was useful, please click the like button or leave me a comment. Thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas.